In Part 11 of this Pokemon Reborn Hardcore Nuzlocke, I accomplished the impossible and go outside in my search for Luna. My first destination in this endeavor is the underworld of Lapis Ward on 7th Street. After beating up the local residents and buying a lot of explosives, I stumble upon someone selling the Pokemon I was trapped with a couple chapters ago in the Black Steam Factory. I have my pick of which one I want to take, which in my case is hardly a choice at all. It's Cyndaquil. It's always been Cyndaquil. I chase Bennett around in hopes that his absurd level of Simpery finds his way to the nearest conventionally attractive female, but unfortunately I find my way to Eliza's Colt instead. I get ambushed, spend an embarrassing amount of time in the stealth section, and get introduced to one of the most exploitable field effects in the entire game, Holyfield. Holyfield has an absurdly long list of effects, but the most important one by a wide margin is what happens with Nature Power. When Pixie Plate Roserade uses Nature Power, it turns into Fairy-type Judgment with an effective base power of 225. This is enough to easily outspeed and one-hit KO everything from any non-boss fight trainer, with the exception of this random Politoed for some reason. Anyway, the boss fight of this section isn't Elias, and it's not even Bennett, it's actually Ace, and they finally prepared themselves for Swellow by leading with Choice Scarf Alakazam. However, I've got a Bastion that's ready to counter it. As soon as Melv gets Alakazam in range of Quick Attack, it's all over. Swellow outspeeds and kills everything else with Boosted Facade. Anyway, Radamus bails us out again and it's time to challenge Luna. But not before I correct a mistake I made earlier. I previously called Fern the biggest asshole in the entire game. That's because I forgot about Ignosia Crodberry. I'll leave my explanation of her character to that. A rematch with Aqua Mastermind Archer later, and Luna's in my sights. On my way through Iolia Valley's pretty complicated gym puzzle, I repel manipulate and get what I'm after, J. Bennett's Simpery has reached critical levels, so I'm forced to stop him. Swellow sweeps his entire team, hopefully preventing his Simpery from reaching Bow levels, for now, and finally clearing the path to Dark Dreamer Luna. I must confess that I greatly underestimated the Dark Crystal Cavern field effect. The two most important effects of this field is that it buffs the defenses of Dark types by 50% and that it powers up Night Slash by the same amount. Thankfully, my Scrafty is so good into this fight that I judged that I could afford to play this fight slow and fully invest in bulk on most of my team. Mostly borrowing a line from Cybin, I'm ready for just about anything Luna can throw at me. Olivia leads and sets up rocks on Bisharp, getting ejected into Typhlosion, who promptly kills with Eruption. This baits Tyranitar, who Scrafty walls. Next up is Honchkrow, and that's an easy 1v1 for Reveneer. Greymint comes back after a while to help with my only way through Cheshire, Toxic Stall. With Protects and switches to Gold, I'm able to take Umbreon down. Second to last is the White Rabbit, and I eject into Typhlosion, who's holding the Focus Sash for this moment right now. I'll let the rest of the fight play out from here. Nothing important happens immediately after Luna, but there's some more stuff I have to do before heading to Agate City, since I won't have access to Reborn City for the next 4 badges or so.